You are listening to The Manning Show with you and Manning. Your number one sports podcast starts now.
That was the intro. Let's get right into it for today. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone had a fantastic day today. The Edmonton Oilers taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight at 7 p.m. The Oilers looking to extend their winning streak from 10 to 11 and keep that franchise record growing. Obviously, you've got our McDavid versus Matthews little battle here. You got, Zach Hyman against his former team. There's many lines coming into this. The Oilers actually are at home tonight at Rogers Place. They are 11-7 at home. The Leafs are 11-9 away. The Oilers in their last 10 are 10-0, obviously, and the Leafs are 4-6. They have not been playing up to their standards. A couple chokes recently for the Toronto Maple Leafs, obviously losing against the Red Wings 4-2 and losing against the Avs 4-3 and the Islanders 4-3. So they're on a 3-game fall. They're still up there in the standings. The Edmonton Oilers are trying to climb up in the standings. They've won 16. They're 16-3 in their last 19, and they're barely in a playoff spot. It's unbelievable. While the Leafs are sitting there in a playoff spot with 50 points, this is a team that the Leafs got to figure it out eventually. But the Oilers, they got to keep winning games if they got a chance. The Leafs are going to figure it out. The Oilers got to keep winning this game. And we're going to get to the starting goalies in a second, but the Oilers, if they start falling, they got games at hand. They got to start winning these games. They got to keep winning these games, as the Edmonton Oilers head back home for a little home stretch here. Looking into the future for the Edmonton Oilers, after the Toronto Maple Leafs, they do play the Seattle Kraken and then the Calgary Flames and then the Blue Jackets. So that's look up ahead. So a pretty easy schedule up ahead for the Edmonton Oilers. So this is it would be nice to win and maybe win 14, 15 games. Well, I'd be very happy. I'm happy now that they've won 10. I'd be very happy if they did that. But what are the chances that actually happens? Pretty low, right? So the starting goalies for tonight, Skinner and Martin Jones. Obviously, Samsonov not getting the start against us. Martin Jones has been excellent. He's 8-4 with a .924 save percentage. And Skinner, who is starting to get up there, has a .903 save percentage. He's 18-9, which is actually a good record considering what he's been. Skinner, obviously, his last 4 games, he's had a .958, .962, .962, .94, .92, 100, .91. So he hasn't been under 900 in 6 games, and then he had an 8-1, an 8-5. So Skinner's really been doing well, and the Oilers, it just seems whenever the Oilers play well, the goalie plays well, and I think that's been the trend, and hopefully they can keep going with that. Martin Jones, obviously, has been playing very well, but his last few games against Colorado, he had an 8-7-5, not terrible, and then 8-6-7 against New York Islanders. That's his last 2 games. He's been pretty good other than that. William Nylander has been tearing up the league. 57 points, 21 goals, 36 assists. Austin Matthews with 48 points, 33 goals on the season. Pretty crazy to say. He might, break McDavid's record. McDavid with 57 points, and Leon Draisaitl with 45, Hyman with 42, Bouchard with 40. So those are the top point scorers coming into this game. I'm really interested to see how this ends up playing out. I mean, the Edmonton Oilers obviously have not been as good of a team as at the start of the season as we've really liked, but McDavid just seems to take this game a step up. He'll turn it on, especially against the Leafs. I don't know what it is. He just does. He turns it on. So the lines tonight, Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Hyman. Not a shocker there. Kane gets bumped up to the second line with Draisaitl and Fogle. Janmark, McLeod, and Ryan. Ernie Hamblin Brown. So, Holloway in the minors. Gagne is still injured. I thought it was going to be a lot less, but it's obviously taken some more time, and he's starting to hopefully get back into shape so he can play and take, I don't even know, Adam Ernie's spot, Connor Brown, whoever they need. But it'd be nice to see Connor Brown score a goal tonight. Maybe I should take him in Tim picks, and that's what we're going to transfer to right now. So, our Tim Horton picks for the day, I actually have not done them, just to save it for this. So, if you don't know what it means, you pick 3 players every day to score, and you win points off it. So go check it out, Tim Hortons. So the first pick I had for today, I'll take Leon Draisaitl. I think him and McDavid are going to tear on the power play today. I made sure to choose him. My second pick of the day, it was kind of a weird kind of second. I'm taking Michael Backlund. I've really liked the Flames against the Coyotes here. Maybe they can put up a little bit of a fight, so I'm going to take him. And then a guy who hasn't really gone wrong for me is Thomas Tatar. I'm picking him in the final selection, so those are my picks. I don't know if you can see that, but Leon Draisaitl, Michael Backlund, Thomas Tatar is my picks for tonight. Connor Brown was not on there, else I would have taken him. Still yet to score his first goal. And Adam Ernie's got more goals and points than Connor Brown, which is pretty unbelievable. Actually, might not be points, but more goals for sure. So, we're going to take a break now saying that, and we will get into the news. So, the news for today. Last night we did not cover it. I totally forgot about it, but Jason KELCE announced his retirement. He didn't inform the press, but he informed his teammates that he is retiring. Everyone could tell that this was going to happen. I do feel really poorly for the way it ended, but Jason KELCE is the greatest center of all time, and he obviously ended up with some crazy stats and, multiple Pro Bowls, Super Bowl, All Pros. And, if you watch the KELCE documentary, you knew his time was coming to an end, and seeing him cry on the sideline showed everything that you needed to see, and I knew it was over. As soon as I saw him, I knew that it was over, and I mean, everyone's time comes to an end, and Jason KELCE's was today. So, other than that, Puka Nacua wins finalist for Rookie of the Year, which is really, really good for the Los Angeles Rams. I did not expect that out of him. It was just a really hype day for the Rams, obviously, after losing against the Lions. But Puka Nacua is voted in for Rookie of the Year. Other than that, there wasn't too much action today now that I'm looking at it. Mike Tomlin, obviously, is not leaving Steelers. That is the other thing that happened today. He has claims, and that's what the reports are saying, that he is not leaving the Steelers organization. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know why he wouldn't leave. And we'll see how this ends up going. So, other than that, we're going to get into our little score update here. So let's get into our score update for the day. So, in the NHL tonight, there's no NFL action until next weekend. Obviously, you got the Kraken and Rangers tonight at 5 p.m. The Avalanche looking to get another win. Avalanche take on the Senators, who have been playing very poorly recently. The Capitals and the Ducks at 5 p.m. Then you got the Kings and the Stars at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Islanders and the Jets. The Jets have been rolling. I expect them to roll in that game at 6 p.m. The battle of the terrible two teams, Sharks and Blackhawks tonight at 6:30. Coyotes and Flames at 7 p.m. tonight. NBA action, the Nuggets and the 76ers at 5:30. You got a solid Kings-Suns game at 7, and the best game of the night, Thunder and Clippers at 8 p.m. That is all for tonight's games. Obviously, Edmonton Oilers coming in 7 p.m. Like I said earlier, I'm really, really interested to see what ends up happening. I think the Oilers, they got to come out and play hard. The Leafs are going to be fired up. And teams, it's been showing in these last couple games that teams have been wanting to come out and really fight against the Edmonton Oilers. It's tough. The Edmonton Oilers have been playing very well, and you've seen in these last couple games having to come back because they're getting goalie. There's goalies who have been playing well, like Sam Montembeault, Alex Leon. These are goalies that have played very well against the Edmonton Oilers, and I expect the same for Martin Jones tonight. The Oilers got a bit of a target on their back. Teams are going to come out hard against them, obviously, with this winning streak, and I expect nothing different from my guy. Not my guy, Martin Jones. But, yeah, so tonight for Omada picks, if you don't know what Omada is, it's a picks where, you got a squad and you can pick your players and stuff. Today I'm taking more combined points. This is not real betting, by the way. This is just for fun. More combined points, rebounds, and assists. I put all my coins down on Nikola Jokic over Joel Embiid. And that's a good payout, and hopefully I can keep getting some points from that to win this week. Yesterday, my Mike Evans pick did not hit, getting over whatever the amount of yards it was on Omada. It was like, oh yeah, so he didn't get more yards than Devontae Smith last night, which I thought he would, but he didn't. So I'm down to 0 coins. I got my free today, and hopefully that Nikola Jokic can come pull out for me and pull up with that. Obviously, other than that, there is not much action going on until this weekend. I do expect to see some coaching changes in the next couple days in the NFL. MLB, not much going on with the Blue Jays. A lot of rumors and stuff, but really not anything that I'm like, hey, we're going to talk about this, because they haven't not had a good offseason, and I don't even want to get into it. It just makes me really mad. But, so coming into next week, obviously we're going to do my picks for today, my playoff picks. So I obviously got the Oilers winning tonight by a score of 4-2. I think the Oilers are going to handle their business there. I do think Connor Brown is going to score the first goal of the game. Now, I'm probably going to be wrong on this, but I do think that the Edmonton Oilers are going to win. So, we're going to make our NFL playoff little divisional round predictions here. Okay? We got the Texans and the Ravens. I doubted the Texans last time. I just don't think they have the experience to beat the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens here. In that game, I can't see the Texans winning. If the Texans win, that would be unbelievable. And I'd expect them to go to the Super Bowl if they can beat the Ravens. Then in the other game, we got Bills-Chiefs rematch. I like the Chiefs' offense last game against Miami, but it's Miami. I'm taking the Bills here. Josh Allen's looked really good in these last couple games. I'm taking the Bills and Josh Allen to move up there. Then we got Green Bay and the 49ers. I am taking the 49ers, obviously. Green Bay, big win against the Cowboys, but I don't think that Green Bay has, the developed team that, or the defense or any team that the 49ers have. I'm taking the 49ers. And then in the final game, we got Bucks and Lions. I don't know why I blanked on that. Bucks and Lions. I'm going to be taking the Lions. I'm taking all the favorites in these games. I really like the Lions and what they have to offer. Obviously, they put up a good fight against the Rams. I don't think that was their best that they've played, but that's who I'm going to end up taking in that game. Other than that, there's not much else. I think we can wrap it up there. So, Edmonton Oilers, obviously 7 p.m. puck drop. We're hoping that our boy Connor Brown can score his first tonight. Maybe we see a little Hyman hat trick against his former team. For all those people that had doubts about him. But other than that, we will be back tomorrow. See you. Thanks for listening to The Manning Show. You can follow us on Twitter at @_Manning Show. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at UNManning97. Thanks for listening. We will be back tomorrow. Have a good day.